What's up, young sir? How you doing?
Pretty good, young sir. It's a new term, I guess. Let's use it.
It's catching on.
Let's break it in. Yeah, that's
right.
Two people.
Yeah. Hey, everyone. Welcome to the Duke It Out podcast. It's your host here, Duke Watson. You know, I do this thing here and there. I don't know.
It does.
Go ahead, introduce yourself to everyone real quick, and we'll just get right into it.
What's up, dudes? My name is Jared Bailey. I do comedy. I tell dick jokes. It's a good time.
Yeah. Dick jokes are actually like an essential skill.
They are.
In the comedy world.
I got like a couple-year resume of dick jokes. It's nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the only thing I could come up with for the whole first month doing comedy.
But, I mean, that's all you really need. It's all you need to rant about. All you need to talk about.
Yeah, just dicks, man. Dude, I feel like oh my gosh. When you do an amateur night, you hear like some people do like 3 dick jokes, and everyone does 1 dick joke.
At least one. I mean, you got to have some in your back pocket. It's good to have some vagina jokes to include everyone. You know, nice little mix.
If I knew anything about them, I'd tell them.
Oh, that's very fair. I mean, I've heard rumors. I'm not really familiar, but
oh my gosh,
yeah.
What a way to fire in, dude. So how long have you been doing comedy for?
I've been doing it like 3 or 4 years now.
Bye, Jimmy.
Bye. Very fair.
Hey, if you haven't checked out his episode, it came out last week. Check it out.
Righteous. All right. Well, goodbye, fellow comic. All right. Well, we were talking about dick jokes and
no. How long you been? Jokes. I just asked you how long you've been doing this.
Oh, cool. I've been doing it like 3-4 years now, somewhere in that range. Let's see. I've been writing jokes every day for 3 years now.
Wow, every day.
Yeah. What's it called? I just make a little note in my phone. I'll show you. I'll pull it out. Yeah. But like,
because I've heard you a couple times, and you don't tell the same stuff.
Oh, no. And,
like too much.
The guy that co-hosts the show that I co-host, I never see him do the same set. And I always saw that. I was like, I like that. So I kind of started doing that early on. It's a good habit to get into.
Yeah, and like I haven't seen you do like your like hosting or co-featuring or whatever like different. I've seen you host at Barmacy, but I haven't seen you do like a random hosting night somewhere to know like what's your like go-to set.
Right, yeah.
So I don't know I don't know your like go-to like.
It's kind of weird picking it out.
New crowd impresser.
Like when I was like I visited my sister in New York and I did an open mic out there and I had to like put together. I was like, what would be like my good jokes? And I did. And it went well. And it was a lot of one-liners. Marriage joke. I was gonna do some stories. I did one story. Ooh, I can tell this one. This one's kind of funny.
Okay.
All right.
We'll get back to your note style.
Yeah, we'll get back there. But what's it called? All right, so a few weeks ago, I was hosting an open mic, and after the show, we got done performing. I was talking with some comics outside the bar. This one random dude walked in the bar, and for some reason, I decided to say, "Oh, that's the guy that sells shitty Coke," which isn't like a nice thing to say.
Yeah.
I just didn't really think anything of it. And then, like 10 minutes later, he walked out of the bar, like fucking enraged.
Oh my gosh!
He's
really?
He's like, "Who's talking about my Coke?" I'm like standing next to him, like. Not me.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'll kick someone's ass for talking about my Coke. I was like, ooh. And then he said, what's it called? He was talking to me. He said, I hate when people talk shit behind other people's back. And I was like, yeah, what kind of coward talks shit behind other people's back? Fucking piece of shit. So that was fun.
Dude, what are the chances that that's the guy who gets pissed about that statement?
For sure, yeah. It was fucking.
Shut up, dog.
The whole night I was kind of just like, ooh. I was like, fuck, I'm gonna take some shots and leave.
Yeah.
Before I get murdered by an Akron Coke dealer.
Know that you're a comedian and you're just fucking doing comedian shit.
One night I was drunk, and at the same place, I remember like he walked in and walked out, and for some reason I was just like, "Oh, that's the guy that sells Coke," like on stage. And then a comic came up to me afterwards with like wide eyes, and he was like, dude, I used to sell drugs. If you did that to me, I'd be really mad. I was like, ooh, that's a good point.
Yeah. That could really upset someone because like then people are like,
I didn't think.
Joking?
You're right. Like I was just wasted. I was like, cocaine. And then I was like, ooh, yeah, I should probably think more before I speak.
Yeah, dude.
But the notes thing, all right, I'll show you.
Yeah, what are you up to here?
All right, so I just make notes every fucking day, and I've done that for about 3 years, and then I can just go back to like I'll be like, what did I write this day 1 or 2 years ago? That's fun.
Oh yeah, that's cool. So let me pull up what I do in my notes here and show you. So I just write down anytime I think something's funny in my life, I just write it down in here. And when I when I go to write a set, I just scroll through this and be like, oh, let me try and write something about this, and it will remind me of that situation and like where I could write from. Like,
right.
This right here just says guy /gynecologist because guy and gyno sound a lot alike.
Yeah, okay, you got something there.
Yeah, so like, what is that? Who knows? I'll figure it out one day.
What's the deal with gynecologist? Oh yeah, well that's fun. Yeah, I'll be at Barmacy on Sunday. I'm pumped. I'm gonna try a bunch of new jokes. I'll be there tomorrow too. Nice. Oh yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna try a shit ton of new jokes. I'm pumped. Should be a good time. But, yeah. What new jokes do I have?
Yeah, you haven't even... Oh, shoot, yeah. I haven't been to Barmacy in 2 weeks. You haven't already... I've been working on my alcohol bit, and it's pretty... I think it's coming along now.
Okay, I've heard, like, bits of it. Like, how's it go?
No, I don't think you heard it, because I've only started it... I've only done it twice, and I did it at...
Oh, probably not.
Wait, were you at Twisted Melt Tuesday?
Not this past Tuesday. I remember you had, like, some alcohol.
I might have had some little alcohol jokes, but this, like, new alcohol bit, it's like a minute and a half right now. Mm-hmm. I tried it out last Wednesday at Funny Stop, and then I did it Tuesday and Wednesday this week. And by this Wednesday, like I flipped the order of the bit, and it delivered so much better on Wednesday. So I'm ready to like try and work on some wording stuff this week. I'm gonna try and really fine tune this little alcohol bit. So I'm excited to try it at Barmacy.
Hell yeah, man! There you go. Sounds dope. What's it called? What was I gonna try this week? I got one I could tell you. It's a false story that I thought was just
tailor that story a little bit.
Yeah, it was all right. So when I first started comedy, this girl told me I was the worst comedian she's ever seen. But I kept doing comedy because I'm tough and stupid. And a few years later, I was performing at a bar, and she happened to be there. And what's it called? I did really, really well that night. I did so well, I wound up having sex with that same girl. Yeah. So whenever someone asks, what do you do if someone doesn't like your jokes? I just say, fuck them. Screw them. Tell them to suck my dick.
That's good.
And then I want to follow it up with like, yeah, double entendres are fun, aren't they? And then what's it called? Be like, some stand-up bits are based off of true stories. This is not one of those bits. Did you guys feel kind of like fake inspired there for a second?
Yeah. I told this joke about the generational differences between my parents' generation and mine. And,
okay, yeah, that's always a good topic. Yeah.
The one bit is like my mom had to like take a cord and go into the next room and like tell her high school boyfriend, "Hey, when can we hang out?" And I go. And I was just, like on FaceTime, like, "Can I see a titty?" And then like,
your mom hears like, "What?"
and I'm just like, no? Okay, I understand.
I respect the boundaries.
I understand. It was a good try though, right?
Yeah. Dig the Naruto shirt.
Dude, I got this shirt from this girl over here. She hooked me up with a nice Naruto shirt, but I've been wearing it on stage anytime I'm going to tell my joke that involves the word Naruto.
Very fair. Yeah. What's it called? I had some stuff about it. What's it called? I used to watch it a shit ton in middle school. I even had like the manga, the little Japanese comic books. I was a fucking little nerd. Yeah. And then people would be like, "You're never going to fuck a woman if you watch this." And I kind of listened to them. I was like, all right, that's fair. Yeah. And then one time when I was 25, I was having sex with a girl doggy style. And I looked down and she was wearing Naruto socks and just fucked my world up.
And you were like, I have to go watch all of it.
I was like, I was told I would never fuck if I was, I'm confused. She's like, are you all right? I'm like, I'm just getting over childhood stuff.
Yeah, you cried after it happened. It was
I was like, you want to watch Dragon Ball Z after this?
It's a good time.
Do you like One Piece?
Life Changer. Yeah, you're into One Piece. I finished Naruto Shippuden, and everyone's like, One Piece, and I'm like, I'm not ready for 1,000 episodes.
It's a lot. I watched part of it, and I was like, I don't know if I want to commit to this fully, but it was nice to dust off my childhood.
Yeah, my friend just told me a 6-episode one that he said I need to watch, and I'll get to it, but I want to watch Kevin Hart Life Story first.
Okay,
I haven't seen it.
What's
yet,
that on?
Netflix.
Okay, yeah, that's like
it's not a special. It's
just like his life story.
No, it's a like creative show. It's like
what's it called? It's like a sketch or
yeah, and no, it's just like literally a TV show. It's like it's loosely based off of him being involved with shady people when he first got big in comedy. And then he played up the story to make a way more interesting story, and he plays a role that he plays who he would be in this situation.
So it's like kind of serious, kind of funny. Is it funny at all?
Was it funny at all? No, she says no.
So it's just like
it's a show.
Parasites to like a famous person,
and like he was with like shady people who were like involved in
like what
crime and like drugs
Mafia
and
shit?
money laundering. Yeah, drugs and stuff. Cool. So like it's that's just what I only read a page and talked to.
Doesn't sound like Kevin Hart.
Yeah, so it's just the people he was involved. He was friends with.
No, like that checks out. That definitely checks out. It's from Philadelphia, but his stuff seems so lighthearted. Lighthearted.
But it's like a played up version, is what they say about he made it into a real good story.
All right.
It was her mom and her said it was good, right? Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
So
I'll check it out for sure.
I want to check it out now.
I want to check out the Beatles documentary.
Yeah, John Brown came over and when he did his podcast. We did it at like 11 in the morning, and he stayed up till 4 a.m. watching the Beatles.
I've been watching a bunch of random music documentaries lately. Let's see, I watched one on the Chili Peppers. I watched one on who else? Metallica. And then another one on Pink Floyd. I was real stoned when I watched the Pink Floyd one. Bro, don't do that.
Because, and then you were like, man, I should totally do heroin so I can understand comfortably numb.
It was literally just like, they're like, the main dude that they formed Pink Floyd around, Syd Barrett, got real fucked up on acid, and now he, like, can't think. It's like, I don't want to fucking think about this. And like smoking weed, I'm like, put that down.
That's crazy. I can't smoke weed. I'm going to lose my brain cells.
I was like, and then I looked up, like, weed facts, and I was like, all right, not that bad.
What are my chances?
I was like, this dude probably did a tremendous amount of acid, so.
And what time was this? Like
the 60s for sure. Yeah, so very different, but at the same time, like, people still do a lot of acid.
Yeah, people. Well, I'm talking like there's also like people who make acid and make it wrong.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
it's chemistry. Some people aren't good at chemistry. All right.
When I was in college, I had a philosophy class, and there was this one kid that sat in the front row, and he answered every question. He was annoying as fuck. I was not a fan. Didn't like him.
Was he smart with it, or just like an asshole with it, like trying to
Both.
counter?
Like, he was just kind of always like me. Yeah, I don't know. Like, he was just like, all right, like, you're not dumb,
smart,
but like you're fucking
smart, but he knew
smart,
it too much.
Annoying person.
There's a difference between like being like a wise person and a smart person. A wise person typically is like.
Wise person typically, I imagine, is more laid back and old and wrinkly, like Merlin.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Fucking like I don't know. I guess like he was definitely smart,
but intelligent and smart. Like you can be smart but not be like intelligent socially.
But he had like a mushroom tattooed on his arm, and it always caught my eye. I was just like, this dude like does drugs, but he's annoying. And I was at my friend's house buying weed, and he comes over. I'm just like, I was correct. And then what's it called? He makes his own like fucking like he takes like 2CB or whatever and puts it on Tootsie Rolls, and he makes like shroom candies. He makes like his own acid. I'm like, oh shit, I was correct on that one.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I still don't like him that much.
Yeah, I mean, he does some interesting stuff.
He does. Like it's cool that he could figure that out.
Yeah, dude, I had on my old show. The old name was Dream Tour, and I had on Dream Tour Gab Gowdy. I don't know if you have a brown shirt on. Do you know who she is? She's like a Twitter Browns girl. No, she's got some followers.
I've been off Twitter for a couple years now. I'm real hype about that. Cause, like, they're funny, but like, dude, they're so fucking negative.
Yeah. She's like a FanDuel she's like a FanDuel like partner or whatever, so she like advertises for FanDuel or whatever.
Righteous.
And she's this Browns girl on Twitter. I had her on, and she graduated from college with a chemistry degree. I never asked her, like, do you know how to make LSD?
Totally. She totally could.
I should have asked her that question on the pod.
Entirely possible, yeah. My one friend, he went to like Florida for like some like chemistry degree or whatever, and now he lives in California and he works in a lab. You have to have like 6 levels of security to get into anywhere. And they're like, and his brother, like, he brought his brother back there, and his brother's like, "What's back there?" He said, "Everything." It was like, holy shit.
Yeah, you can make anything in some chemistry type stuff, right?
Exactly. It's like 7 levels of security chemistry. I'm just like, oh shit, that's wild.
Dude, why aren't they making a documentary for potheads to watch
right.
about this place?
It's like, yeah, let's get some updates on my friend Jake.
Yeah. Dude, you ever seen like a documentary on CRISPR? CRISPR?
CRISPR? No, what's that?
The only I've seen a episode of. You ever seen the show Explained?
Oh, what is it?
It's a little Netflix documentary. They're like 22 minute long episodes, short docs of like super short, like little informational pieces about random things. Like there's like one about like how diamonds aren't worth what they're worth. There's one about how billionaires exist. There's one about
seems interesting. Yeah.
Feminism, sexuality, the wage gap. There's like a whole episode on like, and it has like different like explanations of like.
Sounds like they're going hard.
Yeah, and they hit all the different things, and they have this one on CRISPR, and CRISPR is a gene editing thing.
Oh boy.
And they're almost to CRISPR 3, I believe, like on 3.0.
Oh boy.
And so like what it can do is it can go into a genome and change one gene, and that can do a lot in a person. And so they actually, there was this guy who worked for NASA, I believe. I'd have to go and watch the episode more recently to be 100% correct, but he worked for NASA and he knew about CRISPR, and he quit NASA and he sells CRISPR experiment kits on the internet. So people can change
edit their own genes.
Not there necessarily, possibly. If you were smart enough with this kit, yes.
Okay.
But what it is, it's like a little experiment to like make this bacteria that's in this petri dish. Shout out Brown Petri dish, I guess. I don't know. I said.
Hey, John Brown, Brandon Petri. Yeah, all right.
But it's a petri dish with this bacteria in it, and then you edit its genome with this CRISPR molecule. And I don't know if it's probably not. It's probably a molecule. Everything's a molecule, right? But like I don't know if it's like a bacteria or if it's a whatever it is. But this CRISPR thing, and it goes into this bacteria and it makes it glow because you put the luminescent gene from the like deep sea fish.
I was about to say like the bioluminescent fish and like algae and shit.
Yeah, so you can add bioluminescence gene to this thing, and like in the documentary, like,
can I make my skin glow? Like that sounds.
There's
dope.
a guy, and they never show what happens, but in the documentary, there's a guy whose goal is to take CRISPR and make his dogs get glow tails from lightning bugs. He's going to use lightning bug DNA, and he's going to get his...
So the lightning bug tail light up and down?
Yeah, so his dog's tail will light up.
Dude, that's fucking wild. If I would just
when it's horny.
I'd just be on... When it's horny?
I mean, that's why lightning bugs light up, is because they're horny.
I didn't know that, really.
That's their mating thing, bro.
No, I had no idea.
Yeah, they're trying to get laid all summer.
Really? That's a good strategy. I wish I could do that. But when I was in my friend's... just like shine. I'm just like, horny.
You see a girl across the bar shining up.
Oh! And then like she shines back. I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. This is going well. Let's do it. All right.
It's way easier than buying her a drink.
Exactly. Like conversation.
Where are you from?
Right. And just like, oh, yeah, I'm going to go home. She's like, you can come out. No,
what do you do for
skip
work?
All that. Just fucking glow, bro. Hell yeah. That's dope. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
my friend
is stupid. I might be wrong. Like, I don't have a fact checker behind the camera. So like,
hey, Jamie, check this. Bro.
Yeah, exactly, dude. But where are you, bro? Where's the freaking tech guy? I need a tech guy, dude.
This is an advertisement for tech guys. We need you now. Is what we need. But what's it called? My friend's he lives in Idaho now, and he's about to get married to a girl from Idaho, and she came to Ohio, and she's
Idaho.
What's it called? She came to Ohio, and she's like, "Oh my God, you guys have lightning bugs here." I'm like, "What? Do you guys not?" She's like, "No," and I'm like, Is that like an Ohio thing? Yeah, it's a Midwest thing. They're not like out west.
What?
Yeah, is that weird? Like,
Bro,
you'd think they'd be everywhere.
I used to run around with a wiffle ball bat and smack them.
I was about to say smear them. Like,
oh yeah, you smear them on your fingers. You have glowy fingers.
Exactly. It's just like, cool. Look at it.
Yeah,
so
dude. When I was a little
brutal.
kid, like I don't know how young, but like we used to take wiffle ball bats and we'd hit them in the yard because they'd fly and they'd twirl like, and we were like fireworks.
Oh yeah, lightning bugs are cool.
10 million fireflies, something beams and stuff.
Random girls get hyped to this song. Yeah.
For no reason at all.
Yeah, radio from 2006. Yeah.
Dude, not gonna lie though, you play that song and I'm like drinking at a bar and I'm gonna be like, 10 million fireflies.
Yeah, I won't be a stick in the mud.
Goodbye.
Yeah, I won't be Sir Nose, as Parliament calls it. I watched a documentary on them the other day. They're fucking wild. George, the lead singer from Parliament, would smoke crack and like whip his dick out on stage sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, am I doing enough in my performances?
Yeah, dude. I want to see more of your penis.
Exactly. Just like, I don't think I'm smoking enough crack while I'm performing. But what's it called? It was
do crack light, do cocaine.
What were we just talking about right before that? It was let's see. Why did I bring up George Clinton?
So
before
Fireflies to the documentary.
See, Fireflies.
The stickler in the Parliament.
Oh, there it is, the stickler. Okay, so they have a thing. All right, Parliament. If you don't know, they're fucking weird. Like they make amazing music, but like they're fucking weird. They have albums. They'll be like, George Clinton made this from the album of a worm that plays funk music. I'm like, what the fuck? It's
totally
like
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like they did so many funk albums. They started getting like he had like multiple bands. And you get paid on like different record labels. So he had like so many songs. Like it's like countless almost. But like he fucking like, all right, so they had a character called Sir Nose. He was a dude with a long nose. He'd be performing and everyone in Parliament hated Sir Nose because he wouldn't dance. I think that's so awesome. And
what is this from?
It's like their music. They
like
made
this band Parliament.
Yeah, they made like their own mythology. Basically, they'd have people like performing. They have someone dressed as Sir Nose. I forget who it is. They always had somebody dress as him, like specifically them, and like he'd be like, "I'm not dancing to your music," and like whenever someone's like not laughing at my jokes for comedy, I'm like, "Fucking Sir Nose over here won't dance with me." Fucking asshole.
How many people get that reference?
Not many. People who have watched Parliament documentaries or seen them when they were in the 70s when they were cracked out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say, I don't know a lot of stuff though. I'm rough for the reference, but Fair. It makes making references easy for me because I don't know so much shit.
Right.
If I know it. Like 10-year-olds know that shit.
Oh yeah, very general brand. But I mean, like you should be able to explain it either way. If someone doesn't know, you can fucking rant about it.
Dude, there's people who like to talk about stuff that nobody knows, and their jokes are hidden in the explanation.
Right, yeah.
And they hide those jokes in the explanation, and they kill it like that.
Exactly, yeah. What's it called? You can rant about, like, a lot of bits. Like, the ones I like most are like, oh, I didn't know that. Go on. And then, like, they go on their own little rant, and then I'll look it up later, and then I see what it is.
And they really nailed it.
Exactly. Let's see. But, yeah, I watched, it was funny, when I watched the Metallica and Pink Floyd documentary, they had a lot of tension between the bands. And then, like, I was just like, I'm so glad I don't have to have, like, other people, like, for comedy.
Yeah, like the older comics, like, on Rogan,
obviously you have, like, friends that do comedy, but, like, you don't need to have, like, a band where you're like, God, this fucking drummer is drunk as fuck again. Like,
Rogan says, like, before internet stuff, though, and where, like, there was a lot of places to get booked. Like, you can get... there's room for everyone to get booked. But before that was the scene, and you could get on the internet and get your clips. You could email your clips to every freaking club in America and see who will have you on to tour, you know?
Right.
Before you could do that, there was a lot of animosity for the club spots.
I believe it.
And he said, like, Rogan and the older comics will always talk about how it's so different in this generation where the comics are nicer to each other, and they actually are like, hey, man, here's a tip, here's like they say that's more our generation.
It's like the NBA.
Yeah,
in the 90s, it was just a lot of bows. Mm-hmm. And then now it's just like, oh, hey, hello, Chris Paul. Let us be friends after this game.
Yeah, and I'll go hang out. And then maybe you can join my team now.
And you won't win a ring. And if he wins a ring this year, this won't age well.
What?
I said, and he won't win a ring.
Wait. Who's he? See, I haven't watched the NBA Suns. In 2 years. He's on the Suns?
Yeah, they're doing good. Good, man. But
I heard that the Cavs are...
Dude, the Cavs are kind of good. I'm fucking pumped.
I might as well start watching basketball again.
All right, so they're fun because like they play good defense and nobody plays good defense anymore.
Really?
All right, so
my dad said they're starting 3 7-footers.
Yeah, they call them Towers City. That's goofy.
That's amazing.
Yeah, if you get nicknames, that's how you know you're good.
You can park under Tower City.
Yeah,
and walk to the stadium. Wait,
okay.
Nobody. Oh man, dude, that's our secret spot. Like, cause it's like $5-10 cheaper.
Don't do that.
Than the rest of the queue parking. If you park in the Tower City parking garage, it's underneath Tower City. Tower City connects to the.
Okay, I didn't know that. Nice, hell yeah.
Yeah. So tip for you, and I guess. Oh man. I'm so
fucking bastards.
There's enough spots for my viewers, but if this podcast blew up and everyone wanted this specific hint, right. I mean, I guess I'll be okay with it. But if there's no parking when I want to go to a Cavs game, I am gonna cry.
Yeah, you can thank Evan Mobley and Lauri Markkanen for this tip, but they're good. Evan Mobley is a fucking dog. That's called. I see people calling him Slim Duncan. I fucking love that, dude.
That's amazing.
If you're getting nicknames within 15 games, you're doing well. I'm just watching it. I was like, dude, he's doing that. He's blocking everything. He's fucking up people's shots. I'm hype. They don't even have Sexton, and they're doing well.
Really?
He tore his meniscus. He's been out, and they just everyone else has been fucking killing it. I like Sexton. He's a dog.
Yeah, well, I am good. His name's amazing.
Oh, yeah, he has sex in his name. That's goofy.
Yeah, that's just unfair. And you're in the NBA?
Right.
What the hell, bro?
It's save some puss for the rest of us.
Yeah. But, what the hell?
He, what's it called? I like him and Garland together because they call him Sexland as a team.
Oh, yeah.
And I like, if I want to take a girl.
Would you go?
I'd say I would take a girl out to a Cavs game and be like, you want to go to Sexland tonight? She's like, oh, you're going to finally make me come?
No.
Nah, I just got Cavs tickets.
That's not what this is. That's not in the deal.
It's like, no. Let's not get your hopes up too high.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, that's fun. But Sexland, Tower City.
Dude, I guess I'm going to have to start. So I should watch the rest of the season then. Watch
we have multiple players with nicknames. That's good.
That's a good sign.
Exactly.
Dude, I feel like that's a good...
Shitty people don't get nicknames.
I feel like that's a good setup.
Unless they're really shitty. I feel
like this could be a good bit.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Especially up towards Cleveland.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it could work.
The thing is, I feel like it's hard to make basketball jokes when football's still going on.
Very fair. I mean, especially in Cleveland, everyone cares way more about the Browns, including me.
Yeah.
Also, what the fuck?
Look at that amazing freaking Browns shirt today. It's got the felt on it. That's I
actually interned with the Browns, and I did public relations stuff. And all right, so it was the year Myles Garrett got drafted. And Jason McCourty, who's won a Super Bowl now, he was a Pro Bowler, really good player. He was doing an interview. And then, reporters hello, Jason, how do you think this shitty team is going to do? They were terrible. Mm-hmm. How do you think they're going to do? And then Miles, walked over for an interview, and everyone picked up their cameras and walked over to Miles, Miles! And, I was looking at Jason McCourty, I was like, ooh, that's cold. I was
that's terrible. They all just
he didn't even bat an eye. He was just like, yeah, I don't care. I'm still doing very well in life.
Yeah.
Dude, and then he got traded to the Patriots and won a Super Bowl and made a game-winning play. Yeah. Jason McCourty. Yeah, go Browns.
All Dude, right. This Browns season is something rough. We only got a couple minutes, but I'm going to complain a little bit.
Very fair.
Dude, COVID, we've had terrible luck with.
Yeah.
But also, you can't say that other teams haven't either.
Aren't the Ravens all out on Sunday?
Yeah. So we might get this dub and move us up in this division.
This dub.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Or Lamar Jackson will still put up 4 touchdowns and beat us.
Dude,
kills us.
Dude, if we could stop a running quarterback, though.
Right.
He always kills us. But there's the teams that shut him down, they just don't let him run.
True.
Because if you don't let him run, he doesn't... he's not a huge deep ball guy. He throws over the middle. He throws.
Oh yeah, I had Hollywood Brown on my fantasy team last year. I'd be watching Ravens game and be like, God damn it! And he missed a throw again. Like, he was wide open. It was so frustrating.
He's a good quarterback, but
he's great.
He's not a deep ball often guy.
Well, I just see him miss a bunch just because I had Marquise. I'd be like, come on, please hit him, please hit him, please hit him. Oh, that would have been 60 yards. No. Oh no. But I got Chubb on my fantasy team, so I named my team Suck My Chubb.
You've seen my Chubb Hub hoodie?
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
What's it called? I drafted way too many Browns players this year. I'm the commissioner of my league, which is weird to me because like a bunch of people in my league like played football. It's like, why the fuck am I here? Like,
yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's just like I feel like you guys know way more. But whatever, cool.
Yeah, that's a shitty role, man. You got to be like the Kevin, you know.
I literally just got to take people's votes. It's all you fucking do is commit. You're just like, do you want this? Do you want? And then they're like, no. Or yeah, and I gotta be like, all right, 7 no's, 5, and that's not happening, my guys.
Yep. All right, our camera just cut out here, so we'll catch this sound on here, but we're gonna take a quick pause and
do it.
Little break, and we'll be right back. We are back. What is up? How are you guys doing? Did we throw an ad in there? I don't know. Maybe we'll throw it on the next break. Who knows?
Hey, sponsors.
Who knows what happened?
Yeah, right.
But we got a story that came up while we were off the pod, so
we do.
We're about to hear some stuff.
Okay, so I used to smoke a lot of cigarettes, quite a few, if I have to say, and I quit smoking cigarettes. I didn't use like Nicorette. I didn't just quit cold turkey. I had a weird acid trip and woke up the next day and threw them out my window. Haven't had one in, let's see, 7 years.
7 years.
Yeah.
So you just had a weird acid trip and were like, cigarettes are stupid.
All right, so I started smoking cigs when I was like 15, 16-ish because like I used to wrestle. And when you're wrestling and cutting weight, everyone's like big into chewing.
Yeah.
So like everybody like be like, hey, you want to chew? It's kind of like a fake, like machismo thing. Like, sure, dude, I'll do a chew.
And it keeps you spitting. Yeah. And keeping spitting is important for cutting.
Exactly. Yep. It's somewhat well designed for like cutting weight. But what's it called? So I quit. So I started chewing, and then like I worked construction, and they'd be like, you're 15 or 16, you still want chew? And I'm like, cool, yeah, fuck society. So like, I started this nicotine rage. And then when I was like 16, I was like 17, that age, like, I started smoking a lot of weed. And then I started smoking weed almost every day. And I was like, well, I'm already smoking. I'm already addicted to nicotine. Might as well make the switch. Mm-hmm. So from when I was like 16 on, I smoked until I was like 21, 22, somewhere in that range. And then one day I met up with 15 of my friends. 15? We did 15, and we did acid.
15 tabs?
14 of us did acid. We had one person that was not tripping.
And they were the most interesting person that night.
Right. Let's see. I remember like he was just making like kind of like snide comments. It's like, why are you here? Mm-hmm. But
I'd be interviewing him. I'd be like, what does normal brain feel like?
Exactly. Seriously. Well, we took a big-ass hike. It was a good time. And then afterwards, we played the least competitive game of basketball I've ever played in my life. So you got to imagine 14 kids on acid who have no motor function, like dribbling a ball around. And then, like, literally all of us were standing in the same spot. No defense. Just, like, staring at him like, dude, get to the hoop. You're so close. You're doing so good.
Everyone's just cheering him on.
Exactly. Like, come on, man. And then he like does a layup uncontested at the rim and misses. And we're like, get the rebound. Come on. Just fucking cheering him on. It's literally like 5-year-olds. We're like, yeah. Like,
YMCA basketball part
like
2.
3 like attempts he gets it. We're like, good job, man. You got it in there. High fives.
Five dudes show up who are real ballers, and they're like, we got next.
Exactly. Just dunk on all of us. We're like, wow, they can jump high. They're like, no, it's like an 8-foot rim. We're like, wow, we must really suck, man. Missing layups on an 8-foot rim. But it was so we left that, and then some of my friends went back to Kent where I lived at the time, and then my other friends kind of like dispersed, and I went and bought weed for my friends. So I was driving on acid. Horrible decision.
Yeah.
And then bought some weed.
Don't do it.
No. And then I was driving. This is I know you shouldn't do it. I was driving back to Kent, And then, what's it called? I remember I was, like, listening to music, and then, like, I just, like, turned, and I was just like, oh, that's a pretty hill. I was like, wait a minute. It's like, fucking eyes forward, pal. And then I kept myself on the road. Got there. Got back to camp safely somehow. And then when I got there, they had already started doing more acid.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
basketball game part 2.
Exactly. So, like, let's see. They started about an hour or two before me. And then they're like, you want more? I'm like, well, if we're going to kick it. Like, all right. So I do more. And then, like, almost 15, 20 minutes after I take it, my roommate was not having a good time. He was just kind of, like, real introverted. Like, he's like,
if someone's not talking, they need talked to.
And I was like, you doing all right, buddy? Huh? How you doing? And he was just like, yeah, I'm not sure. It was a different acid than the acid we had. I feel weird. I was like, oh, I think he's really overthinking things. He's not having fun. And at one point, I was just playing 2K on my couch because I'd, like, hiked all day, played very not competitive basketball. So, like, I was kind of tired. You know, I was like, I'd been moving around. So that entire second half of the trip, I was just laying on a couch watching stuff. It was glorious. I, like, didn't move. I was like,
yes. But not moving is amazing.
I was playing, I think it was 2K. I forget which one it was. The one that Jay-Z produced. I was playing that one at the time.
Man, I don't know what year that was.
I want to say 15, 16 or something.
One of the last good, solid years. So the games are good now. Don't get me wrong. But those years, like, you had, I don't know. Like, there was less options, but, like, you could just be really good at any position.
Oh, for sure.
There's no, like, super build.
What's it called? Yeah, for sure. Just when Nick Young was a god. Yeah, when J.R. Smith was in his prime, just dunking and hitting threes on everyone.
Dude, I was a big on my career guy. I'm off the microphone, but yeah, I love me some my career.
Oh, it's wonderful. But I was just, like, playing 2K, and my friend, like, he started freaking out. He's like, fuck! He's like, I'm not feeling good, man. I'm like, that's not fun. And he was like, just say something. I was like, the Charlotte Bobcats are a terrible basketball team. He's like, good! And I was like, yeah, they suck. Their front office keeps making wrong decisions. He's like, I was like, you're just trying to cling on to something. I was like, this is not good.
Yeah, dude, you gotta have some music playing.
And then my other friends,
some reality in the background.
Like, I went outside. They seemed like they were having fun, so I was like, all right, looks like it's just a him thing. But so they wind up going to bed like 2 hours before I do. And then I'm just like, all right, well, I'm still a little awake. I'll be fine, I guess.
Yeah, next thing you know, you quit cigarettes.
And then, like, I just started getting real fucking scared. I'd look around and be like, this isn't fun. And then I was about to go smoke a cig, and I thought, you always talk about quitting. Why don't you just do it? And I was like, oh,
you're right.
Holy shit. I was like, you're not wrong. And then the next morning I woke up and I was driving down the highway and I was about to reach for a cig and, like, light it. I was like, no. Tossed him out the window. And I haven't had one in about 7 years.
Dude, now that is a way more positive story than people who, like,
hooray for
jump
acid.
Out windows or whatever they say they do.
Exactly.
I hear that's like some propaganda though.
Also, the thing though about, like, apparently I'm not the only one that's, like, had realizations to be like, I, like, looked it up.
No, it's a great, like, it's nicotine quitter.
Oh yeah,
and alcohol too.
I guess, like, my one friend who was addicted to, like, fucking, like, heroin and coke, like, he was real fucked up. Like, he thought he could just do a bunch of acid and quit that. So what would happen would he just take, like, a shit ton of acid and then do heroin and coke. I was like, so you're just getting really fucked up. Oh man, that backfired.
Yeah, dude, but
it's not foolproof, but it has worked for some people, including myself.
Acid and mushrooms have worked to help a lot of people quit cigarettes and alcohol.
That's wild. Yeah. And yeah, I am a testament. I did that.
Yeah, and MAPS, that company MAPS, I don't know if you heard about them. They use MDMA to treat PTSD.
Really?
And so you do some Molly and you sit there with a psychiatrist and you chit chat about how you feel and you have a good time. You're feeling great, and then you feel comfortable enough to talk out what's wrong. And so, like, you move on. You're able to move on with it.
All right. You actually, like, loosen up, and you're like,
Yeah, so they're using this Maps program. It's this company. I follow them on Instagram just because I want to do what I don't have any money, but I could like their pictures or whatever. Mm-hmm. But yeah, they're trying to help Marines and Army and all different types of people with PTSD. Mm-hmm. Even is it called battered women or is that sexist? Like women who got hit?
Yeah, that's it. I know what you're getting at.
Is it called? Is a woman who's been hit called a battered woman?
I'm sure someone would say it is, but I'm not sure.
I don't know. Women who are victims.
There's the battered women shelter.
Abuse.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Women who are victims of abuse. I don't really care if I'm sexist, whatever.
If we are, sorry.
Yeah. I didn't try to be. Does that count? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think that counts anymore.
It doesn't anymore.
But yeah, I don't know. But I think they're doing it for the people who have been women who are victims of abuse, and then soldiers and stuff.
Okay, well that's good. I remember let's see. I did Molly once, and I have very squinty eyes, right? They're not.
Yeah, you look like you're high when you're not.
Yeah, no matter what, I look like I'm high, which is great for my license picture. The cop pulls me over. He just looks at me. I'm like, he's just like, dumbass. All right, go ahead. But what's it called? But I remember I did Molly with my friend, and he said my eyes were just wide the fuck open. Yeah. And, I was at a party, and then my friend comes up to me. He was like, dude, fix your fucking eyes.
Yeah, dude, if your eyes were popping out of your face,
yeah, exactly,
I would be like, oh man, what's going on with him? Because you never have you're never
never.
There's big-eyed people that have big eyes like that.
Yeah, there's the owl eye people, but
you're used to it when it's them. It's like, I know this person's eyes are that way.
I got sloth eyes. I got a lot of sloth features.
Sloth features?
I do. I got long arms. I move real slowly.
You
talk
look like
slowly.
Pete Davidson.
There's that. Yes, I look like Pete Davidson. Let's go. I got the dark circles. I spend most of my time high on trees. And some people think I'm cute, and some people think I'm ugly. So I'm fucking a sloth, just to the core.
Where's the Akron Ariana Grande right now? Pete Davidson right here. He's a comedian. He looks like Pete Davidson. You could break up with him and tell everyone the sex was good and put it on a magazine.
Yeah. And then have people question my dick size from that point on.
Yeah.
It would be perfect. My dick is a mystery. It's a mystery cock in the shape of a question mark.
Dude, that's what makes it fun. Dude, I think a mystery cock is the best sized penis to have.
Exactly. Yeah, it's ambiguous. You can interpret it in different ways.
You're gonna have to see it to find out.
It's well, I went to the show.
Not gonna lie, I did show my penis to Jimmy last episode.
The last episode?
Yeah.
Is this your thing?
No, it's not my thing. It's not my thing. It's not my thing. I told him that story. You've heard this story before.
Yeah.
But I told him that story, and that's the only other time. But I told him that story after he asked me to see my penis. I don't know why people want to see, people have asked me to see my penis.
Well, that
more
also
kind
of just sounds like something
Bella.
Jimmy would do.
Yeah, he asked me to see it, so I showed him, and then that story
whip it out,
came up
bro.
after that. Yeah, and then the story came up after that.
Okay, very
And he
fair.
says John Brown refuses to show him his penis. So I'm now petitioning for John Brown to show Jimmy Killius your penis.
Man up, John.
Yeah, I will sign names on a piece of paper.
We're going to make an OnlyFans for John Brown's dick, and we want to see it. It's going to be called Naughty Little Comedy Boy 68. It'll be fucking perfect. Yeah.
Naughty Little Comedy Boy 68. Lil, like Lil.
Yeah, we got to get the little.
Lil Wayne.
We got to get it as similar to Jimmy's as possible. It'll be perfect.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
We need every letter to be the same and every number to be the same except one.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
It's the way to do it.
68, 421.
I heard, let's see, someone told me
there's
that.
Nothing like 422, though.
420A, because it's still 420.
It's 422, bro.
Nice. Yeah, cheers. All right.
Yeah, April 22nd. You just do it again. I feel like people
jokes. Yeah.
I feel like people who really celebrate 420. Like 420 is not that big a day to them though.
Yeah, it's pretty routine.
Like people are like, yeah, I mean, I smoked a lot more today, but I smoked as many times as I usually do.
Let's see, when I was like 18 or 19, that's when it was the most fun for me because I was with all my friends and like I had like 10 or 12 of my friends and we just like
smoke sessions.
Exactly, we just like rolling blunts and playing Mario Kart and be like, road sucks at Mario Kart. That's fun.
Dude, do you have a Switch?
I don't know.
Oh, you need a Switch, man. You need a Switch. I'd run you on Mario Kart Online, bro.
I believe it. I'm pretty decent, but like compared to people that are good at Mario Kart,
I'm not like crazy good or anything. But like I've just been playing for like a week, so
when
like
someone
I feel like I'm
says
good.
they're good, I'm always just like, you probably have played a lot.
Yeah, no, I'm a liar, so don't believe me.
Wow, okay, so I gotta call people's bluffs more.
Yeah, dude. Wait, Thursday. You ever been to the Thursday freaking Mario Kart tournament up at Barmacy? I always see that on Facebook from Farkas, and I haven't.
And I want to, dude. And Farkas is fun, so I know they're having fun.
So yeah, dude, me and my girlfriend have been thinking about going. We might go this week and see if we
Oh, for sure. If I could, I would. Like that. I know they're gonna have like. I want to just imagine they have someone commentating the race, like Patrick, just like, oh shit, just got banana.
Patrick Madison, commentating the race. Oh my gosh, awesome. I feel like Patrick Madison could be one of the best commentators.
Dude, Patrick's funny.
He's hilarious.
He's a cartoon of a human.
Dude, his stage energy is great. The first time I went to Barmacy, he murdered that crowd.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, what's it called?
That was a good crowd that first time I went. I don't know
was that
when that was?
Was that on Halloween?
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Zach had the.
Oh, I got funny stories from that night. Okay.
Yeah, that was a crazy night.
All right, so that night I went to I hosted the Barmacy show, and then we went all across the street. You were across the street.
Yeah, I went across the street with you guys.
Yeah, and then all right, so I was talking to some random girl, and she said, "I like your costume. I'd like to take it off you later." And I was like, "Oh, this is going well. Cool, yeah."
Wait, what were you dressed as? Were you a Ninja Turtle?
I was Boba Fett.
You were Boba Fett. Okay.
Yeah. I could see like the kind of similar armor setup, so that checks out. But
what as a Ninja Turtle?
Yeah.
I just think someone must have been a Ninja Turtle this Halloween that I know of, and I was like, "Wait, were you the Ninja Turtle? You were Boba Fett, though. I remember that now."
It was a good time. What's it called? I had a Boba Fett set, and no one understood my Boba Fett jokes. So it's like, all right, enough of these.
Yeah,
like I did them on Tuesday. They did well. They were fun. I was just like, does anyone else here fucking hate Mace Windu? I was like, you know what else I hate? Giant mouth things in the desert. I had fun with it. Like, and like some people didn't get it. I was like, all right, fine, these are fun, but like you don't get them, and move on. But after the show was awesome. It went real well.
All right, yeah, keep going. I'm gonna go look at this camera. It seems to be acting funny.
Very fair. You a wise guy, camera?
Yeah, the camera. Oh well, the camera's a little dead. Oh no, it isn't. What the hell?
Huh? I'm just.
Oh, card full. Did I not delete it?
I thought you did.
Yeah. All right. All right. We'll continue this story and we'll go audio only for this part of the story. Go ahead. We'll finish this story and then we'll just throw a picture up and then we'll
Yeah, we'll just put a picture of Boba Fett.
Yeah, we'll put a picture of Boba Fett up, and then we'll get this card fixed and get the camera back.
Maybe
rolling.
A video of him sliding into the pit. But
okay.
All right. So I hung out with this. This lady was like, "I like your costume. I want to take it off you later." I was like, "Cool." And then she's like, "We're having a party later. You want to come?" I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
So I go to her place. They're having a party.
Dude, you had to go there at like 2 a.m.
It was about midnight 1 a.m.
Yeah, it was late.
And like no one showed up. I was like, all right, fine, I don't care. And then like a bunch of people showed up, and it became like a giant Coke party.
Oh, nice! And then some guy dressed as I'm so upset with myself right now. The big blobby guy.
Oh, Jabba.
Jabba. Someone dressed as Jabba handcuffed you.
And then I had to wear the skimpy bikini.
Yeah.
But
that's how the rest of the night went, right?
Yeah. I was a sex slave the rest of the evening. But
fun.
It was sexy. But
every like horny teenage boy's dream.
Yep.
But not in the wrong situation. But in a female or whatever they're into situation.
Yep, exactly.
You wake up in the morning, you're like, man, every girl wanted to bone me in my dream. You wake up and you're like, God damn, no girls want to bone me.
The reality sucks. But what's it called? I went to this girl's place, and then I realized at this party she is very into cocaine. And I was like, ooh, yeah, this isn't fun. But then like her and her roommate got into like a big ass fucking argument, and it was like scary. But anyway, next week I didn't wind up.
And she threw cocaine in her eyes, and she got nuts.
And what's it called? She was like, and then they had that big argument, and everyone left the party, and I was she's like, "Are you gonna leave?" And I was like, probably. What the fuck? And she was like, "Well, I mean, I understand, but like, I would like if you stayed." And I was like, "Ooh, so I can still get laid? Let's fucking do it."
Yeah. After the freaking fight,
this girl did cocaine until noon. 2 a.m. until noon. I was like, yo, this is too much for me. And like some other guy were like kind of like competing for it. About like 10 a.m., me and this dude like looked at each other. We're like, you can fucking have him, man. Like, we're fucking, like, I'm exhausted. This is awful. So I went to my place. I hung out with her the next week though. And I wound up doing some sex. And, I did, yeah, it was a good time. And
coke boner?
No, we didn't do coke that night, and it was weird. It was like, oh, you have a personality outside of snorting? Interesting.
Oh, was it a good one or?
No, it was not. But I'd say I was fucking her, and
you were lame, lady. Hopefully, you watch this podcast.
Hey.
Yeah, you're not even seeing us point at the camera. We're pointing at the camera like crazy right now.
We are.
We're
just
like
to emphasize
pointing at it, and
yeah, like point guards.
Yeah.
But, like, I fucked this girl and her vagina smelled so bad. And, like, I know chemistry. And so, like, I'm just like, yeah, when something smells bad, I was overthinking about it.
There's a wrong chemical reaction going on.
Exactly. Like, literally, like, my nose has chemical receptors. So, like, there's bad in the area. And they send a signal to my brain, be like, get the fuck out of there, soldier.
Yeah. It's like, don't get the gonorrhea.
Exactly. And then, like, I literally just, like, I was like, all right, I'm done. She's like, oh, yeah. I was like, yeah, that's fine. She's like, all right. And then like an hour later, she's like, I'm going to leave. I'm like, yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
And then she did. And then I played Skyrim, a video game from 2011. I was like, you're a fucking nerd for playing this. And then in my head, I was like, I just got fucking laid. And my brain was like, all right, yeah, be a nerd. Who gives a fuck? So, yeah,
dude, nerds be getting laid.
Oh, they do. Yeah, it's a new phenomenon. I love it.
Yeah. We're going to take this quick.
Yeah,
we'll take this quick pause. We'll be right back. We got to get the camera rolling again. I don't know what happened. Yo, we're back. What's up? We're on the Duke It Out podcast. We took another break.
We sure did.
I'm about to steal one of Jared's Christmas ales. He brought in his own Christmas ales, and I'm scared of those Moscow Mules he's drinking. I know he likes them.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even theft. They're offered. You know, I wouldn't say steal one. But
hey, man. I'm into theft. I'm a klepto, bro.
Look at my old friend was a klepto. He's the one that got all addicted to heroin and coke from the acid story.
Oh, did he steal acid and coke or coke? Oh my god! Wait, no. I want to do something cool.
Oh, you want to be cool?
Let's
leave this on the table in case.
I'm not gonna be cool. Also, there's nothing cool to open it with here.
Also, notice the little Neji on the bottom.
Oh, Neji Hyuga!
There should be like some spikes in him.
Spoiler alert. If you haven't watched Naruto Shippuden, R.I.P.
Neji. He went out like a G.
I mean, it's been out for like 10 years. So can I talk about it now? Or
well, yeah. I mean, it's like late in the thing, but like I think it's pretty well publicized that he's going.
Yeah. I mean, like if you follow a Naruto page on any social media account, you know he's gone.
They'll reference it, yeah. They'll be like, oh, you didn't finish Shippuden, neither did Neji. It's like, ha! All right, that's fun.
That's awesome, though. Yeah. Keys back if you want them. I don't know.
Weirdly enough, I got this from a girl that I had sex with.
Oh, man.
Which is weird to think about.
I've always wanted to try that.
It's fun. Recommend. I had, let's see, I remember, it was the girl I referenced earlier with the anime stories. And I looked down and it was like she was wearing Naruto socks. And I was like, you mean like I can fuck a girl and like the things I like?
No way. I can have my own personality?
What? Oh my god. I'm developing as a human.
Yeah. Dude, but like honestly, as a guy growing up, like you don't realize that like you can just kind of be yourself.
You really can, yeah.
You don't realize that until like older. Like I didn't figure that out until probably 19.
There you go.
Like I didn't. maybe 20, like where you got to stop being like, oh, I got to be whatever this girl likes.
Right.
You know?
Just like do what makes you comfy.
Yeah, just do your thing.
All right. It makes everything much easier. It's like, will this work? No.
Yeah, I used to be ashamed of loving Minecraft.
Very fair. Well, I mean, like, I've never played it, but it looks so fun.
Were you too scared? No. Dude, it is a pussy repellent.
No,
Minecraft?
I don't know. Like, I feel like Minecraft was big for Gen Z, and I was the tail end of millennials. So, like, millennials, I think, like, ended about 1994, 1995. I was born in November 1993, so I'm right on that little, like, cutoff point.
So what's that make you 28?
Yep, just turned 28 this past a couple weeks ago. Jimmy was out for my birthday.
Did you see that quick math right there, man?
You did. That was real quick.
Yeah, I was never good at math.
Hey.
That was just a guess.
Maybe you are good at math. You got to give yourself a little credit.
Dude, 6
here.
beers. I drank. This is my third one on this podcast.
Yeah, you counted all those beers.
This is my third one on this podcast, and I had 3 on the last podcast this morning. So, like,
yeah, that's 11.
6 beers, and I can do math.
No.
I can do beer math, for sure. I used to,
You're up to 17 beers now.
Yeah, I used to pop the tabs off, like at college. I used to pop the tabs off of my Natty Lights and throw them in my pocket, wake up the next morning and be like, 36? Oh, shit. No wonder I didn't wake up till 4 p.m.
My one friend's, I told you guys about it earlier. They just play the most barbaric drinking game. It's just one of 3. You just have 3 sips to finish a beer. So I'd wake up and be like...
What type of beer are they drinking? Like Budweiser? The official beer of beating your wife?
No, that's too heavy for them. They're Coors Lights, fellows.
Coors Lights.
So, like, the very, very chuggable Coors Lights.
Are they just Are they sirs or are they young sirs?
No, there's a variety of sirs. Let's say so. The youngest one is about my age. Then there's one a year older than me. I went out with him for my birthday. It was a good time. And then they have, like, a sister and 2 brothers, and they're a little older, but they're all the same, because they all get fucking wasted. Yeah. They're all goofy. They're like, let's drink 15 beers. Let's find some poon. And the one girl's like, I'm gonna find a dude. It's just like, they're all the same team. It's just like, go drunk. All right.
Oh, dude, I always wanted that. Like in college, I had my like my bar team. You know, like we were like team like split up and find women.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, classic. Guys have that, but I always
search and destroy.
Yeah. Lucas, when you're watching the episode, remember to clip that last part and put it on Instagram.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, I mean Duke. Shit, I said my legal name.
Oh, okay.
I spoke my government.
It's funny because I saw the name Lucas pop up on the laptop. I was like, is this his brother's laptop or is his name Lucas? There you go.
Yeah, that's my government. Yeah.
Your government, it's like when when Kendrick Lamar said Jermaine Cole, and it's like, oh, we're doing government names, huh?
Yeah. Well, dude, I've told the story a million times on this podcast, but like, Lucas is my birth given name, but my parents called me Luke Duke, and they dropped the Duke.
Okay.
Or they dropped the Luke real early, and it was Duke or Duke, like when I was a little kid. Aunts and uncles will call me Duke, and so...
I just assumed you were like a royal ruler of what?
The Watsons.
The Wales area. Yeah.
Duke Watson. I'm the Duke of Watson.
Yeah, there you go. I figured you just were wrongfully outed in Wales.
Yeah. But hey, I mean, dude, you know how you can buy those lord. You can buy the lordship. You can buy a plot of land in a certain country and you become a lord.
No, I didn't know that.
Oh
That's
my gosh.
Cool. Wow, that sounds fucking fiefdom. Like, what the fuck?
No, yeah, you can buy it on.
It's like pay $50 peasants to do my turnips and shit.
It's like $50 online.
Can I get a castle?
And they'll mail you a certificate from this country and tell you were a lord, and they'll tell you where your plot of land is.
Okay, so it's like when you own a star, where it's just like, ooh, give us your money. Ooh,
well, you actually can go to your plot of land. It's like a nature conserve. It's like you're buying land to save trees. Yeah, you're buying land to save trees in this country. Mm-hmm. But you get the title of lordship or ladyship. You're a lord or a lady.
Oh.
But people will be buying. I think John Brown said he has it. He's like someone got it for him for a gift. I don't know if it was it John Brown? I think it was John Brown. But I've been putting out so many goddamn podcasts lately, so I've been recording. I got like 7 in this last week, like 7 days. So
fuck yeah.
Been on it.
That is a pod a day.
Yeah. But they freaking give you a lordship. I was like, dude, if I could do that for a dukeship, if I could be a duke,
there you go.
If I could get some dukeship somewhere,
I could be a real duke.
I could be Duke.
Either that or get a Dukes of Hazzard card. There's a different way to be a duke.
It was Waleed.
Okay.
It was Waleed we talked about this with.
So there's different ways to be a duke. You can get a little Confederate flag car or whatever.
Oh yeah,
they had.
Well, that's what I'm named after. That's what that nickname comes from. Is Dukes of Hazzard.
Okay, so they thought you were a hazard to their home life.
I was a hazard to society as a young boy.
Fair. Yeah.
Like if you had a porta potty, I was shitting on the floor. Fuck your goddamn toilet, you know.
That's so spiteful.
No, I was a terrible child. Like I had like some rage inside me that I was just like, I hate everyone.
That made me
and
shit
everything.
on floors.
Yeah, everyone and everything. Not just shit on floors, but like I have this like birthmark on my forehead. You're like, oh, you tell me I have a birthmark on my forehead? Oh yeah, dude. I'm not gonna make a joke. like third graders, like, what's that mark on your head? Bang! Don't you dare talk shit about me, bro.
So you have a scar on your head now.
Yeah, dude. I was an asshole.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know what you say, man. You are what you eat.
Right. Yeah, assholes.
And that's what I was doing to Jimmy when you walked in.
Hey.
Me and him were having
your girlfriend's just watching, like, why don't you do that to me?
Yeah. Me and Jimmy were having a 69 where we both just were eating each other's assholes.
Wow, 69 asshole. How's that work?
That's a 0.
Yeah. You guys, one of you has to like bend backwards or something. That's
no. We go from the front. We just get that extra stretch. So like a little ball
okay.
on the neck.
So like you really reach.
Yeah,
so like there's effort there, and that's cute. Yeah.
Yeah. Me and Jimmy were really going to town.
I
mean, dude, he showed me his dick. It was covered in blood. It was awesome. Yeah, I showed him.
Not your blood, just the hobos he fucked before he got here. But
I showed him my picture, and he's like, I don't have a picture, but we took the break when the camera cut out. You went to the bathroom, came out with a woody, and showed it to me, man. That's great. Now we're real friends. We're real friends. We've never seen each other tell jokes, but we've seen each other.
That's goofy.
I made up one part of that story.
The never seen each other tell jokes part?
No, that's the real part. He's seen my penis. He didn't show me his.
Okay, fair. Right.
You'd have to go watch last week's episode to understand like that whole about it being red.
What period stories?
A little bit of that.
Dude, I have some disgust. Oh, speaking of which, I saw one of my past period stories recently.
You were like, oh my gosh, what time of the month is it?
All right, so I have 3 of these, so we can go as many as you want. We'll go this one.
Dude, if you're a Martian and you have sex with a girl in a period, that's Christmas.
There you go. Yeah, it's just that pussy reminds you of home.
Dude, that red and green, man, it's like lights on there.
Yeah, it's fun. What's it called? I remember. All right, so recently I was out at the bar and I saw a girl. I was like, oh, jeez. And what happened was, all right, I met up with her on Tinder, and she said, I bet I can outsmoke you. And I was like, dude, I sell weed. This is not something.
Dude, they always be saying that.
And like, it's a cool way to get
and then
free
it's
weed.
Really weird. It's like, was that consent or not? And Jokes. I'm sitting too far back, or I have the camera angled slightly a little this way. I need to get my chair and his chair up in here. Oh, look, we look good.
Hey, there we go.
You'd think I'd know what I was doing a year in.
You'd think I'd pick up on these tricks of the trade. But, all right, so I was with this. She's like, I back half, Matt. I was like, all right, cool. And then we literally smoked one joint. She's like, you win. I was like, well, that's a cool way to get smoked out for free. Go you. And then, like,
you brought the weed?
I did, yeah.
Dude, the Tinder girls that said they could outsmoke me, I was like, I don't know. I don't even trust you. I feel like you're trying to get free weed. And it happened twice.
Mm.
Hopefully my girlfriend doesn't watch this episode. It happened twice. And I was like, nah, I ain't. Unless you matching, I ain't trying to have a smoke off. And the one girl who I actually became really close friends with for like a while was like, no, I got you. It's on me. We smoked like 4 blunts, and I was like, all right, we're homies.
Impressive,
and then I liked her so much that I wouldn't do anything, so like we just became friends. And but like
that's wholesome.
No, when she figured out that I didn't want to go further, she cut me off.
Oh, so she wanted more, and you were like, "No, let's be homies." Wow, what a role reversal.
Yeah, dude, it's the only time it's ever happened to me.
Wild, yeah. But I remember we barely smoked, and I remember like we started making out. She initiated. I was like, "Cool, all right, yeah." And then like she was like hovering over me, and I was fingering her, and then it just went. I was like, "What just happened?" I was like, "Did you just like come?" And I looked down. It was all red. I was like, I was like, "Holy shit!" And she's like, "Do you want like a paper towel?" I'm like, "Yes." What do you think? I just want this to fucking stay here? Just let it seep into my stomach. I was like, "What do you think?" And she's like, "Well, do you still want to do anything?" And initially, I was like, "No."
And then
no.
a couple hours later,
and then like fucking like 30 minutes passed. I'm like,
hey man, if that's as bad as it gets,
I'm still a dude. Like,
my balls are full of testosterone.
Exactly.
So
It's like, well, I was like getting warmed up there. But a different story. I remember I went back to a girl's dorm when my roommate lived in Kent. It was before I lived in Kent. It's when I still went to Akron. I transferred to Kent. But I was staying the night at her place, and I was like, cool. And then we wound up having some sex, and I ate her out. And then I remember I went to the bathroom, and I was dancing because I was so happy. I was like, it's called the I Just Got Laid dance. It's my own patent. I'm like, I just got laid. Hey, I just kept like going back and forth.
Do you like make a beat on the sink? Like
I basically did, yeah. I was kind of just like, yeah. And then like I was dancing, and I looked up from dancing, and I just saw red all over my fucking mouth. I was like, oh! I almost like fell back. I was like, oh, holy shit! Like washed it off my face. And I was like, did I hurt her? No.
Dude, I got a buddy.
She just didn't tell me.
we went down to Cincinnati. I went to school at Cincinnati for 2 years, so I've got some close friends there. They're actually graduating here in the spring, so I got to make one more weekend long, or like I might even do like a 5-day long visit just to party it with the boys come spring semester. You know,
the boys.
One last time with the college boys. You know, while they're still there.
Are you in college?
I dropped out 2 years in, so like I go down and visit.
Yeah.
Just the friends I made down there, and so
let's go.
Shout out Jake and Eli and all the other boys and Mason and Matt and freaking I guess Colin and Garrett, you know, but you guys did the same thing I did. So you went back home, so but like they kept going to school, but just back home. But whatever, dude, I brought a friend down one time to visit with me, and he hooked up with this girl named Mary, and he came back the next day, and his white t-shirt was covered in blood, and we're like, oh my god, you got with Bloody Mary?
Wow, nice, that's fun. That's fun. Puns are fun. I remember I went to West Virginia with my friends for the first time, and then like at the end of the trip, I just remember I asked, I was like, did I just lose my West virginity? Puns are fun.
Oh man, I need to go to West Virginia.
You're not missing much. Let's go. I did
my West virginity.
Hey, that's true.
That's all that I care about now.
I just want to lose that West V card. But you have to fuck your sister. But that's fun. All right. But all right, I went to West Virginia, and I got more stories now. We went there. I tripped on acid with some of my friends, and some of them were hippies, and my friends that weren't were kind of like rednecks, and they were like getting drunk and like shooting guns. Yeah, they weren't doing acid.
Red peace.
Yeah, they were like, chew guns. And like my other friends are like, what's the point of life? And like it was like goofy. And so we went, and they were like shooting guns.
And they were like chewing guns.
Yeah, exactly. So like we were all tripping on acid, and then they were like, we want to stop. And they were driving us around, and we were just in the back seat, and they were driving us around the mountain. It was gorgeous. It was amazing.
Oh yeah, that sounds fantastic.
And I was like, oh, I really enjoy this. And then we stopped. They're like, we want to shoot our guns. And we were like, all right. And then my friend's girlfriend started crying. She was like, after all, it was right after that like Orlando nightclub shooting. It was like, after all the violence in Orlando? And then he said something like real fucked up shit. He's like, if they had guns, it would have been. It was just like, and like they started a huge ass argument. Then it would have been a shootout. Yeah, it was a word shootout.
Cool. That would have been really cool though if like like at every shooting there was like one other rival guy, and it's like
it's a duel.
Yeah, it's still super fucked up. I'm not saying it's not super fucked up, but I'm 6 beers deep, and I also think Hey man, we might win a few of those. You know, it's like you gotta like do like the like walkie thing, like the old west, like
you hear the whistles though.
The school police officer. There's like one school police officer. And it's like, hey, if you want to shoot up the school, you gotta beat me in the duel first.
Right, exactly. It's like, all right, after you can kill these children, but only if you kill me first.
What kind of fucked up movie world are we creating right now?
A Clint Eastwood movie.
Could be a good movie.
Possibly, yeah. It's just like, nah, you gotta take me out first.
And like all the other schools are just like terrorized, but there's one school security guard who's never lost.
It's a new anime show coming. But,
yeah, well, we have the $36 required to start this show.
But it's just funny to be like, they were like arguing like about his like guns, blah blah blah, and he's like, if they had guns, and then I just like tapped my friend on the shoulder. I was like, dude, this is a microcosm of America.
Dude.
And he was just like, dude, it totally is. I was like, I know. This is literally happening on a magnet scale. I was like, yeah, that's goofy.
All right, I've got a story for you, man.
Let's hear it.
I've got I'm not going to say any names. Hopefully my parents don't watch this episode, but whatever. But, so we're taking mushrooms at this hunting cabin with some boys, right?
Yes.
I got a deer.
Nice.
It's nice. My first deer. I've only got one.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm there with friends and friends. One of these friends is a police officer. One of these friends is an ex-Marine. What's it called? The person who like can heal people. Medic. Yes, okay. Medic. We got it at the same time.
We did. Yeah.
But I was trying to think of it for 30 seconds, and you got it the second I gave you the heal something.
It made me think of Dr. Dodgeball, where he had a medic, but go on.
Yeah, so they got a medic, right? So there's a Marine medic who's seen some real shit. He's fired some real guns, at some real people.
Yeah.
And so we're there, and he's trying them for the first time. Not the police officer. Him. So he takes a little bit. We all take like two plus G's of some like it was one mushroom that was 8.2 grams.
All right, so it was a fat stock.
One fat boy. We cut it up. We split the stem into 4 parts, and we split the cap into 4 equal parts. We didn't have a scale.
What a fun guy, but go ahead.
And so 3 of us all took equal parts. He took just the cap, and then me and a friend split up the stem so we could get closer to 3 grams. And so we're there. The cop at the beginning goes, man, I don't know, man. Maybe I should put all the guns away with you mushroom guys. Like, we can't, like, it's a hunting cabin. There's guns everywhere.
Shotguns on acid. It was scary.
Yeah. And he was like, man, maybe I should put all these guns away. Like, you guys aren't going to try and shoot everybody. And we're like, dude, we're going to want to talk about life. Like, we're chilling. Dude, this cop is very, like, person who hasn't seen this type of thing before, so like this is mind blowing to him.
You arrest people that do this, but
yeah. But so he had a very interesting experience. He was like interviewing all of us the whole time, so it was super funny.
Was he on him?
No, he didn't take him, and he was just like asking us how we felt, and he was like communicating with us, and he was shocked that we could communicate so well.
Right. Yeah. He just all the stories you'd hear from outside be like, "Oh, you take on me, you seeing dragons."
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
Nah, dude, I'm just enjoying music more than normal.
Dude, but he did this hilarious thing that killed us all. Dude, so we were throwing a hat like this at a mosquito that was like way up on the ceiling.
Yeah, fuck that mosquito.
Yeah. And he gets up on the couch, and he's the cop there. Yeah. And he grabs the hat and he starts swinging it, and he misses 3 times, and he goes, "Stop resisting!"
Oh, no. It was natural, yeah.
And all of us cried laughing. Like, he had the funniest joke of the night there.
Start shooting it, but
about 3-4 hours into the mushrooms, probably at the end of the peak, he goes, "All right, I got a 22. You guys want to come shoot it outside?" And he's like, "Don't worry, I've just been drinking. I'll watch you guys."
Said, "No, I'm just drunk. I can use a firearm."
And he goes, "Technically, there's no laws against this. There's only laws against drinking." I'm not gonna. Yeah, and
this is uncharted territory that only Hunter S. Thompson goes into.
This police officer who I assume is a fantastic police officer, just by the way I met him this night. He was super fun, and he seemed to like not be like just trying to like say we were wrong. He was interested in like what was going on with this.
All right, so he's not a closed-minded. That's wrong.
Yeah, he wasn't a closed-minded guy, and he like
that's not the justice system.
We ended up shooting this 22 because like. It's a hunting cabin, so right off the back porch of the hunting cabin is targets.
Yeah.
So we're sitting there shooting 22s. He's spectating us, and he's like, "All right," he'd take it from us, and he'd set it down for the next guy. So like we couldn't like walk with it; we had to stand there.
Right. Yeah.
We were firing 22s and pellet guns, and that was probably one of the most fun times I've ever had.
I shot an AR-15 on acid that same acid trip, and then like that was intense. Like. Literally like
you know, most people think AR-15's an automatic gun.
Yeah,
it's not an automatic gun.
And
it's bang, 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 bang.
It was goofy. They were just like, "You want to shoot this?" I was like, "Sure." Like, if you shot guns before, I'm like, "My dad has an armory." Yeah.
Oh shoot!
Yeah,
I'll show you my gun after this if you want to see it.
Sure, not your dick, right? But
no. I don't.
I know you're keen on whipping that out.
No, I don't just whip. You know the 2 stories of me whipping it out, and it's just not fair.
I'm gonna see you the next time and be like, okay, there's 3 stories actually.
No, I have never whipped my penis out without someone asking me to do it first.
Now, balls all the time. Like, my right nut, everyone has seen about 70 times, and then my left nut, more seclusive. He's a little smaller, he's a little hairier. He 40 times. Dick twice.
I can't believe I'm about to mention this on YouTube, but yes. I've done the Texas belt buckle to my friends a multitude of times.
Texas belt buckle.
Yeah. Here, let you stay on camera. I'm gonna walk off camera and show you the Texas belt buckle.
Oh god. So yeah, he's keen on whipping this shit out. Is this gonna be the goat? Okay, yeah, balls. Checks out, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's just the balls as a belt buckle.
I expected like 2 long horns growing out of your balls. And be like, oh my god, what happened?
Is that a long horn?
Yeah, holy shit, like, why do you have demon balls?
Yeah, no, but I've probably done that act to straight men.
I've seen the goat many
times.
Yeah, I've seen what's it called? I used to wrestle.
Batman, Batwings.
Oh yeah, I used to wrestle. I've seen many things.
Yeah. If you used to wrestle, I can't even compete with those boys.
So
see, the thing is, my friends are wrestlers.
Yeah, and
that's how I became this way.
Yeah, fair. My friend, I remember we were at this tournament. It was the Deese tournament in Firestone High School. Nice. And then after everyone was done for the day, everyone was showering. And I see these dudes literally doing a slip and slide on this tile floor that's not smooth, by it. It's like little they're literally throw some soap down, just through the shower. I'm just like, this is the most wrestling thing I've ever seen. Fucking penguins sliding through like fucking tile. It's like, I don't care if a chip that hurts my dick. It's like, this is the weirdest culture of people.
Yeah. Wrestlers are a different breed.
They are,
dude. Just so you know, I am going to make a clip of me showing you the Texas belt buckle, and I'm going to zoom in on your facial reaction. So if you smiled too hard, people are going to be suspect about you on the interweb.
Hey, that's fine.
The whole 7 people that see the video.
Let them suspect what they want. That's just...
I didn't see your facial reaction, so we'll see on the video. Maybe you're disgusted, and maybe I get like a Louis
CK. It was probably
CK.
this. Like, if I had to guess, it's probably you actually did it. If I had to guess,
dude, comedians are a different breed of human being.
Oh, they're something else to say. I don't know. Like in general, you can say just the wildest shit around them, and they will say something wilder back. It's like, holy shit,
dude! I'm gonna. Oh wait, you know. Oh, never mind. My brain's lost. But I'm gonna miss Barmacy here because I actually have a book show. Ooh. By the time this podcast comes out,
tomorrow?
No, it's Tuesday. Not Barmacy. Oh my god, I meant to say Twisted Melt. I'm gonna miss Twisted Melt here. Like next week because I got a nice actually booked thing with Kate Quigley.
Okay, yeah, that's funny stuff.
Yeah,
look at you.
I'm the host.
Yeah, oh look at you. Hell yeah, killing it. That's fun.
Finally getting some hosting gigs. It feels pretty cool to get something going.
It is. That's nice. Oh yeah,
dude. If I started a Monday show in this area, like by where I live here, Would you be able to make it out?
Mondays I could do, at least for the time being. Yeah, for sure.
Because me and Blake and a couple of like 5 or 6 other comedians have mentioned there's no Monday night.
Yeah, there's nothing anymore. They used to have Water Street in Kent. They don't really do that anymore. It's unfortunate.
And so I've been thinking about there's bars around Portage Lakes here.
Yeah,
thinking about. Well, I actually emailed one of them, but haven't gotten anything. I think this week I'm gonna go in and say, hey, me and my buddy Blake Townsend will co-host this show, and.
I've thought about doing that one before. I've never had to do it because John Brown just hit me up. He's like, "You want to host this Barmacy show?" I'm like, "Cool."
Yeah, that's nice. But I figured if me and him start this show, he's more experienced than I am, so he knows more comedians.
Oh yeah, Blake's been around.
So he's able to invite more people. But I'll be able to invite anyone in the Cleveland Akron Comedy Group and anyone that I've had on the podcast, and be able to get a little show going. I mean. How much time do you really need to have a little show?
I mean, like, if you just, like, post, you'll have a show, random people show up, it's nice.
Yeah. So if I post in that group, like, I'll be able to get some people.
Were you there that one week? The random dude from Boston showed up and murdered in front of no one.
I think I was.
Yeah, he killed. It was funny. Trent something. I forget his name.
Was it black guy?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, yeah.
Dude, he was
killed.
funny as fuck.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
And that was a weirdly fun show. It wasn't, like, a big show, but, like, everyone was there. It was fun. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather have, like, a small fun group than, like, a big, like, shitty group.
Dude, the thing is, at Barmacy, I've been working new stuff out for Funny Stop. But this Sunday, I'm going to come back, and I'm going to tell... We get 10 minutes, right?
You can do, like, 5 to 10. Farkas is hosting. I don't know how long he's
going to... Oh, you're not coming this tomorrow?
I'm coming. I'm not hosting.
Okay, so it depends how many people are there. If there's only enough of us where I have enough time for 10, I'm going to do my 5-minute... contest set from the Funny Stop and my 5 minutes of stuff that I'm about to use for the next contest. So I'm going to do my best stuff on Sunday there, depending on the crowd. If it's a small crowd, I'm going to try and learn how to do crowd work for 2 minutes.
You can do that, or you can just try all your new stuff. Either one works. But like
I don't think you've heard my good stuff though, so I'm going to try and give it to some of the comedians there.
There you go. Yeah, what's going on? I'm sure. Let me see what I'm going to do on Barmacy. Let me pull it up. I got a bunch of stuff I want to try.
Are you about to give us some bits on here?
Might as well.
I mean, we're running towards 5 minutes on this camera clip, and then we'll take a quick pause, and then we'll get to
Let's do it.
Then after that 5 minutes, we'll just start talking about where we can check you out and stuff, and then we'll close out. But we'll finish up this little clip on the camera and get moved. And let's hear what you got though.
Let's see. This one, I don't know if I want to try it. I'll try it. Maybe we'll see. But in ancient Japan, they like hated Christianity like a lot.
Yeah,
they were like, it's a tool of Western imperialism. I'm like, I think they kind of nailed that. But what's it called? In ancient, they were like so against Christianity. If you were a dude, they'd hang you like upside down until you're like, I'm not Christian anymore.
Oh, nice.
But if you were a girl, they would strip you naked, make you crawl through the streets, and then throw you in. Hey guys, we are back. We're gonna hear another story and a little bit more here from my guy Jared, my young sir Jared over here. Hey,
young sir.
We're getting it going. It's gonna be the new thing.
Yeah, that's gonna be at least my thing on my show, young sir, and then every woman, no matter her age, is a young ma'am.
There you
That's
go.
a young ma'am. Like, I don't give a fuck about your age. That's a young ma'am over there.
Young ma'am.
Yeah, I don't care if you're 6 years old. You're a young ma'am to me,
We're going
baby.
classy on this. Yeah.
That's a young ma'am, and we got them young sirs, and then we got them sirs. Them sirs are those official boys. You know what I'm saying? Those sirs been around. They got some stuff. They seen some shit.
They've earned the title of sir.
Yes. Yeah, well, it's got to have
kind of like in England, like where you're like a knighted and you're a sir something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, them sirs on my podcast. I'm adding an S to make it my own thing. So it's them sirs.
Okay, sirs.
What's up, sirs?
What up, sirs? That's fun.
Yeah,
that's cool.
That's my thing. I'm Theo Vaughn. I make up my own shit. Dude, one of my favorite things.
Akron Theo.
Yeah, one of my favorite things he's ever said is a hat. That's just like a little apartment for your head.
My favorite thing he ever said, he said, sometimes I just pick up a snail, move about 3 to 4 feet, save it a few days' travel. That's what kind of guy I am.
I love Theo.
Like, yo, that's fucking high level shit. That's funny. Like, that's great comedy.
His brain is different.
And,
it's built different.
Save it a few days of travel. What the fuck?
He definitely plays up his accent though so much. He don't talk like that.
Does, you know. Let's go. Mark Norman's from Louisiana as well. It's very different.
Yeah.
But let's go. I got one joke and one story, and they're both quick.
But Mark Norman grew up in like a black neighborhood in Louisiana, and he grew up in like a like trailer-esque ranch.
Oh, he grew up in like fucking Louisiana.
Yeah, he grew up like where they got
like Lil Wayne, Louisiana.
They ate creatures out the bog.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
What I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, oh man, we killed a bald creature with the lawnmower, and that's dinner tonight.
There's stories about him like he's like, yeah, people would try to break in and rob us and not find things. So you're a champion.
All right, let's hear your story, man. Or are you telling that joke first?
I'll do the quick joke first.
All right. Let's hear what you're gonna tell this on Sunday tomorrow.
I think so. Yeah, I'll give it a shot. It's all right. I was watching What's New Scooby-Doo with my niece, and
what a great show.
And it said, what was it? Producer Chris Brown. My first thought was, I know it's a very common name, but I like to imagine it's Daphne.
It's the same guy that hit Rihanna.
Exactly. I like to imagine Daphne and Velma had black eyes the whole episode.
Oh man, I just interrupted your joke.
You're fine.
I forgot we weren't just podcast conversating.
Oh no, it still works. So you gotta, if you're doing it live and someone interrupts you, cool.
Yeah, no one's gonna do that during the set though. No one's gonna be this much of an asshole.
You'll be surprised. People always decide to hop in, but what's it called? That wasn't bad. No, you're perfectly fine. But what's it called? It's very conversational. But this story, it's funny. All right, so my sister's ex-boyfriend met Dave Attell, and
oh my god, the greatest.
Yeah, one of the goats, and he went with this friend from the military, and this friend from the military brought someone else from the military. Now it turned out they were in a secret gay relationship, and they didn't tell anyone because the military was very anti-gay at the time. So they couldn't tell anyone.
Pro-gay commercials.
Yeah, and now they're yeah, that's fine. But at the time, it was the early 2000s, not okay. And so there's no. And so my sister's ex, he didn't know that, but he wouldn't have cared, but he just didn't know. Mm-hmm. So they go see Dave Attell. They meet him after the show. And within 5 minutes of talking to these two military guys, Dave Attell said, "Are you two fucking?" And they were just like, "No, we aren't." And he saw that. And he was just like, "Listen, I don't agree with the military's policy, okay?" And they're like, "No. He's just like, "Yeah, whatever, cool." He fucking nailed it.
Nailed it.
It's like Steph Curry taking a half-court shot and just being like, it's fucking going in.
Dude, Dave Attell. That's a great person to expose you.
Exactly, yeah. They fucking knocked it out of the
He opened the closet door with his flashlight on and everything.
He fucking did. He literally just he didn't even stay there long. He's like, just checking. Right. Carried on with his fucking day.
Yep.
Like, I don't fucking care. I'm just saying.
True legendary comedian.
I saw him for the first time this weekend.
I've never seen him live.
Oh my god! Every sentence ended with a punchline, and he didn't write any of it. It was this dude's Will's birthday. He hosted the Comedy Cellar a lot. Really funny ass dude. He's hosted there for years, and he looked like he was drunk or on mushrooms. He was just lost up there. I was like, he's fucked up. And then he's like, Dave Attell's like, come up with me. Have you seen their bumping mic things? Mm-mm. All right, go on Netflix, look up his bumping mic thing, and you'll fucking love it.
Okay, I definitely will, because I've only seen Dave Attell clips, and his clips are amazing.
It's Dave Attell and Jeff Ross, and it's
Jeff Ross,
improv
fantastic.
live comedy.
I saw Ross live.
Where what they do is they'll hold a mic, and if they like what the other person's saying, they'll be like, bump it. They bump mics. It's a very phallic joke, but they reference it. They're just literally just all right, yeah. And what's it called? Anytime they say something they like, they'll just bump them. And he was doing that with this dude Will, and he just literally every fucking thing he said was so funny. And Will was kind of lost. He's like, well, I guess I'll just fucking carry this for a while.
Yeah. Dude, you know what? I think Rogan this past 2 weeks, it had to be in the past 2 weeks of podcast, mentioned, he said Attell and Ross could do that Bumping Mics podcast, that Bumping Mics show for 1,000 episodes easily.
Oh my god, yeah, they would not run out.
He said they're that good, they could do 1,000 episodes.
Every, literally every end of the sentence was something funny. It was crazy. I was like, oh my, there's no wasted motion. It was wonderful.
Yeah. All right.
I've done that a million times.
Yeah. We're getting towards the wrapping up here, but first, I want to hear about where we can check you out in, like, your typical week.
Okay, right on. Well, I'm normally either hosting or performing at Barmacy on Sundays. That starts at 8 in Akron.
Most nights.
Barmacy in Akron. And it's in the Highland Square area.
In Highland Square, yeah.
All right.
A lot of these followers are Akron.
Nice. All right. Yeah, that'll be fun. So I'm there a lot. Tuesdays I'm at, which is now, Twisted Melts now.
Yeah, that Twisted Melts show.
I've seen in a couple different shows there. It used to be the Cheese and Chong show.
Yeah.
And then was the Matinee show.
I think the Matinee is still connected to it.
Yeah, yes? The Matinee is still connected.
Yeah, so you can still come in the Matinee, get a couple drinks, and then come over and check out the show.
I would prefer if you did that, because you'd probably laugh more.
Yeah. And you can bring your drink into Twisted Melt. They're connected.
Yeah, they don't care. It's owned by the same guy. I used to work for that guy. I worked for Twisted Melts in Kent.
Nice.
Yeah. So, when he first opened it up, I was like, hey, keep that open mic, right? Oh, come on, please.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, all right.
Nice.
But, all right. So there's that on Tuesdays. My schedule is fucked up. But,
Wednesdays, are you an LVT guy?
I would go to LVT on Wednesdays, but my work schedule is garbage. And I would recommend either LVT or Funny Stop on Wednesdays. Mondays, I'll bounce around. You can go up to Make 'em Laugh Mondays up in Cleveland, which is let's go
where's that at?
It's called B-Side.
B-Side. I've been to B-Side on a Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, they have that on Tuesday as well. It's in the same place. I think Aunt Morrow.
Aunt Morrow runs it on Tuesdays. It seemed pretty cool. It seemed like he does a pretty good show. I went up there on a week that was a little light on the crowd, and I did terribly because it was all comedians who have heard my jokes before.
Yeah, that's not fun.
I mean, when comedians have heard your jokes before, it's like they only give you I've heard that before. You know,
that's even nicer. They give you that.
Yeah, exactly. It's I heard that. You know.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. That's the nice thing about hosting because, I'm so used to seeing the same groups of comedians. It's all right, well, I have to do new stuff. And, it keeps you trying.
I like hosting, dude. I like hosting a lot. When I host an amateur night, I love making a little... I'll make fun of every single person that comes up set. When they walk off.
Okay, yeah, there you go. That's
I'll say, it's not even harsh. I'll just say something.
Well, yeah, you just throw a little joke in there.
It's fun to me. That's one of the most fun things. It's I get to listen to the sets while I'm timing them, so it's because, when I go on a night where I'm just going up, I'm just bullshitting with the comics at the bar until I go up and I go bullshit again. I'm not actually watching the show on a typical Wednesday, you know?
I compare it to being a catcher in a baseball game versus being in right field. Where in right field, you're I'm fucking bored. I'm just gonna kick grass. But if you're hosting, you gotta be all right, don't say the N-word. Come on, don't you fucking say it. It's you're a black comedian, you can say it. Never mind.
Yeah, as much as you want.
Yeah. It's
dude, I saw for the first time, was it Eddie Murphy's clip where he counted down 3, 2, 1, and he made all the white people in the crowd say the N-word?
Oh, no.
You guys have to say it. And, one time he did it, and, no one said it, and he was no, I need more than that. And this was in the 90s, you know?
Oh, boy. I believe it, dude.
I saw it on TikTok.
Eddie Murphy actually made me want to do comedy.
Yeah.
His Raw stand-up, I watched when I was 19.
Was it Eddie Murphy or was it Charlie?
Seems more like Charlie, if I had to guess, but I would believe Eddie would do it.
Yeah.
I would believe either Murphy.
It was early career Murphy.
Well, see, 90s, that's pretty prime Eddie Murphy, really, because, he fucking dominated the 80s because he's so fucking goofy.
Yeah.
Have you seen his Raw stand-up?
Clips. I see a lot of clips of the best stand-up, but I've never actually...
They used to have it on Netflix. You can just go to YouTube and type in Eddie Murphy Raw stand-up, and I think they have it in clips now, but they have all the clips, so...
Okay, yeah. I'm I see clips... I'll see clips on TikTok, because I follow a lot of, best stand-up comedy clips on TikTok. But, unless I can watch the whole show on Netflix or YouTube, I usually don't see it, because I don't have, Amazon or HBO, you know?
Fair. Yeah, I don't know what they did with that one. It used to be on Netflix, but goddamn, it's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, just right out the gates, he does Mr. T jokes.
So do you do anything besides that Sunday, Tuesday on a typical week?
All right, typical week. Yeah, go back to that. Sorry. And
No, you're good.
Monday. Let's see. I'll go. I'll try to find somewhere on Monday. There's the Make 'em Laugh Mondays. I've never been up to Twist. I should probably go up to there. They used to have the Water Street in Kent. I fucking missed that. Saturday is like I alternate working Saturdays, so I'll be when I can, I'll go to like the Funny Stop or any show I can on a Saturday.
Get a guest set.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, get a guest set. It's just Saturdays on Funny Stop. Sometimes you can see my guy Jared here.
Yeah, there, and I'm trying to get a new job, and maybe you'll see me more.
Yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be dope if you got a job where you could like get the afternoons off and we could see you.
Exactly.
Like on
goal.
Wednesday Funny Stops where you can see a lot of the guys who've been on this show. I mean,
Right.
not all the guys. You can't see Jimmy or John. You don't see there too
Jimmy's
often.
been there. I've been there with him.
Yeah. You'll see Jimmy there more on the weekends. You're not going to see him there on a Wednesday.
Right,
on a Wednesday,
yeah.
Jimmy and John, a couple of the other past comics who have been on this just a couple weeks ago, they'll be at LVT on Wednesdays. But
oh, for sure, yeah, LVT's the shit. In its own way, it's all comics. So if you get like a real laugh there, it's like, oh, is that actually funny? That's cool. I like it. Let's go. It's just a watering hole for all Cleveland comedians.
So I think I'm gonna hit it this Wednesday.
Do it.
I'm gonna try. When
you eventually do well in that room, you're like, oh, I've gotten better.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and give it a shot for my first time this Wednesday. Give my best bits. Give it a go, and
I mean, that's how you get better. I mean, like, I did that 1 billion times, and I was just in New York this past week at an open mic, and I did a lot better than a lot of them just because of all these rooms I've done here.
Yeah, you have a lot of experience. So you did good in New York?
I did. It went well. I was fucking pumped. And, like, they were dicks.
Really?
They were like fucking assholes to people. Like, I think I was telling you guys earlier a bit, but, all right, the host went up. The host did great. All right, so like I was like, all right, you can do well in this room. It was like 20 to 30 people. Not the smallest room, not the biggest room. Very possible, but first lady went up, fucking bombed. Did not go well. She said at the end of her set, she's like, I also write for HBO, and we were all kind of like, oh, that's cool. The next person that went up, fucking was like, you write for a comedy show? Yikes. And we're just like, yo, that's funny, but that's so mean.
That's killer. No, that's killer, bro. That's killer. I don't care. If you're on the stage, there's a difference between saying it in person. Because you would have never said that to her, realistically. He was being exaggerative for the stage, most likely.
Most likely, but like regardless, it's kind of like, yo, that's brutal.
It's too killer, yeah.
And later in the show, some random dude was going up there, and he was bombing, and people in the audience were like, heckling him, like, fuck you, and like just like seeing this dude's soul get ripped out. Yeah,
dude,
like,
I want my soul ripped out really good one time.
Don't keep doing it. It'll happen. But
so for my 6th mic ever, I tried to do the Drew's show.
That's a bad 6 mic to start on.
Yeah, I tried to do
where they're gonna heckle you, and you're like, fuck.
My job, I couldn't tell any of my material.
Right.
It was fun. I bombed super hard.
That'll happen. I wish I could have like gone to any of those just to work on my crowd work, but I always had to work Thursdays. So that fucking sucks.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna hit a minute or two of crowd work here tomorrow. Just watch. I'm just gonna bullshit with some people.
Yeah, let's go. I need to do it more because I feel like I'm not terrible at it when I do it.
I am. So I'm gonna start rough.
Okay, that's fair. I don't know. Like I feel like I can kind of just be like, oh, that's weird, and keep going, and people in the audience be like, yeah, that was a fucking weird thing for them to say. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh. Well, when I hit R to record this clip, it looks like it cut off a little bit ago, but we got this microphone on the camera. That'll be the audio, so the audio will change on the...
More pictures again.
Yeah, the audio will change on the podcast.
You should post Boba Fett again.
Yeah. Well, no, we got the camera, but the audio will change on the podcast form, but on the video form, it all comes off of that microphone anyways. So, yeah. So, it won't change much.
Cool. Gotcha.
But, so we got your week. Where can we check you out on social media?
You can follow me on Instagram at IceBailey. there's an underscore between the ices. You have to break the ice.
You gotta break the ice with that underscore.
You do. Let's see. I got a Facebook that I never use, and I have a Twitter that I haven't been on in months. Okay. Which is Barrett Jaley. Yeah, gotta switch the first 2 letters.
So get that ice Bailey. Break the ice with the underscore.
I would say that's the one I use.
Yeah, get that on Instagram. Yeah. Come check us out. Barmacy. Most of the time he is hosting the show. Most of the time it is Jared's show at Barmacy. Not 100% of the time, but most of the time there.
I like having a co-host because I can be like, hey, I'm going to be out of town. He's like, I got you.
Exactly. Yeah, so most of the time you will be there. And check me out, Barmacy. Twisted Melt. You'll see us both at Twisted Melt on Tuesday. Wednesdays at the Funny Stop. Go ahead, like, subscribe, follow us on Spotify and Apple Music. Like, subscribe on YouTube. Yeah. Thank you guys for listening. Thanks for checking out Duke It Out, and thanks for coming on, man.
Hey, thanks for having me, dude. Cheers to the mules.
Yeah, cheers. I cannot drink those. Those are nasty.
Very fair. They're not for everyone.